The life of a rideshare driver is a parade of small, forgettable interactions. You learn to tune out the phone calls, the music, the complaints about exes. But some fares stick with you. This one stuck in my bones. It was a little past 2 a.m. on a Thursday, the dead time. The request pinged on my app for a pickup at the old botanical gardens, a weird spot that late. The name was just Jay. When I pulled up, the gardens were closed and dark. A single figure stood under a street lamp, not moving. A man in a dark, long coat, despite the mild night. He got into the back seat without a word, and the app gave the destination, 2417 Cypress Lane, a residential area across town. "Good evening," I said, the standard cheerful driver script. He didn't reply. I pulled onto the empty road, the silence thickening. I adjusted my rearview mirror to get a look at him. His face was in shadow, but he was just staring straight ahead, perfectly still. I turned on the radio, low, just to fill the void. After a few minutes, he spoke. His voice was flat, dry, like pages rustling. "Turn left here. It's faster." I glanced at my navigation. It wanted me to go straight for another mile. "The app says..." "The app is wrong," he interrupted, his tone absolute. "There's roadwork ahead, a closure. It won't be updated until morning." A chill went through me. How could he possibly know that? But to avoid an argument, I took the left. The new route was through a quiet, tree-lined neighborhood I didn't know. "Next right," he said, a moment before my map updated to show the same instruction. My hands tightened on the wheel. We drove in silence for another block. "You should slow down," he murmured. "The stop sign at the end of this block is hidden by that oak branch. The police watch it sometimes." I instinctively let my foot off the accelerator. As I rolled to the stop sign, I saw it the overgrown branch, completely obscuring the sign until you were right on it. My heart began a slow, heavy thud in my chest. This wasn't right. "Who are you?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "Just a passenger," he said. Then, after a pause, he added, "You live on Birch Street, apartment 4B. You have a cat named Milo. You took this job after the warehouse let you go." My blood ran cold. "What the hell? How do you know that?" "I know the route," he said, as if that explained everything. "Turn left up here. Your home is 7.2 miles from here. My destination is 3.1. You'll be in your bed by 3 a.m. You'll dream of driving this road again, but the trees will be dead, and I'll be in the front seat." Pure, undiluted terror locked my joints. This was beyond a stalker. This was something else. I saw the turn up ahead. I didn't take it. I slammed my foot on the gas, blowing straight through the intersection. I didn't care about the destination or the fare. I was driving to the bright fluorescent lights of the all-night gas station I knew was on the main road. "This is not the route," he said, his voice gaining a slight, sharp edge. "Get out," I shouted, my voice cracking. "Get out of my car." I screeched into the gas station, throwing the car into park. I turned, finally ready to confront him. The back seat was empty. There was no one there. The door was still locked from the inside. A faint smell, like ozone and damp earth, hung in the air. I sat there, shaking for 15 minutes. The app on my phone had frozen. The trip was just gone. No record of the pickup, no J, no destination. It was as if it never happened. But I knew it did. I drove home, checking my mirror every 2 seconds. My apartment felt different, violated. I checked every closet under the bed. Milo was hiding, which he never does. I didn't sleep. I quit driving that week. I couldn't sit in that car again. But the story doesn't end there. Last month, I was a passenger myself, taking a cab home from a friend's house. The driver was chatty. As we turned onto my street, Birch Street, he said, "Nice and quiet here, huh? I had a weird fair near here a while back. Creepy guy, knew everything about my life. Told me my route before I even turned. I went cold. What did you do?" The driver chuckled nervously. "Same thing you'd probably do. I kicked him out at a gas station. Weirdest part? After he left, my nav app started giving directions to a different address. Someplace called 2417 Cypress Lane. I looked it up later. It's an empty lot. Been vacant for 30 years. They say a house burned down there. The family, they never found all the bodies." He dropped me off. I walked to my door, the key trembling in my hand. As I put it in the lock, my phone buzzed in my pocket. It was a notification from the old Rideshare app I hadn't deleted. A single message from a blank profile. It read, "You left the route, but the route is always waiting. Next time, I'll drive."